Okay, to get started on our soup dumplings, I'm just adding my flour, my oil, and my water into a bowl and giving it a good mix. Add more flour if it's too liquidy, and vice versa if it's too thick. And then we're gonna knead it into the bowl and then transfer it to the cutting board to keep kneading. Okay, so then we're gonna put it back into the bowl after it's done and place it into the fridge. And that this way we can let it sit for around 30 minutes. Okay, so now I'm gonna make my broth. I'm gonna add 1.5 cups of water with 2 tablespoons of miso paste. We're also gonna add in some, these are optional items, so like soy sauce, sesame oil, and rice wine vinegar. Items you do want are 2 scallions, finely sliced, some ginger grated, and some garlic minced. And so I'm just combining it into the pot. I'm only using like 2 inches of ginger, otherwise it's going to be very overpowering. Same with the garlic, we're only going to do 1 to 2 cloves. Then another optional thing is putting in the stems of the mushrooms. I'm using shiitake, and then also the onion rind, I guess you'd say, because we're going to add some diced onion into our mix. And this just adds some flavor. I also added 1 carrot to the broth and then 1 to the filling. So I'm kind of simultaneously making the veggie filling and the broth. But once the broth has simmered for around 45 minutes and I've added in my agar, which will be, again, thoroughly explained in the description down below, then we can let it cool and it will gelatinize, which is what the photo showed below. Next, I'm going to add some tofu to a pot and just use some oil to cook it and make it our meat substitute. And then once that's done, I'll set it aside. We can take out our dough and start making our dumpling circles. And this is a good thing to do also while the soup is gelatinizing in the fridge, since it needs to sit for a while. And this is going to take a good amount of time, like 30 minutes. Yeah. So I'm just doing around 24 balls because that makes 24 dumplings. And this takes a while. You're just going to be cutting the beginning into like 6 sections, and then we're going to roll into logs, and then we're going to slice it into 3s. So it's an entire process, but it's easier. And then once we get all of them done into balls, then we're going to kind of make our shape here, and it's a little bit hard to see, but now I'm adding the gelatinized little cube, the tofu, and the veggie mix, and we're going to do like 18 folds or pinches. It was kind of hard to film it. It was really hard to focus it, so I'm just kind of showing you a brief folding thing. We can also link in the recipe below maybe some photo instructions if that will help people make these. And then once they're completely done, then we're going to put them into our bamboo steamer, and I'm adding some cabbage leaves at the bottom of my steamer to help it cook thoroughly. And this is just a close-up of them, and yeah, once you're done, enjoy.